Hey, today we're with Andy Muchler in Laverne. He's been handling half of everybody's taxes here in Laverne. Does a fantastic job, but you may know him also as the grill cook over on the 4th of July. He's been doing everybody's pancakes for God countless years. But today, Andy, we're interested in saving money on our 2011 taxes. I need some hot tips so I can pay less to the tax man this year. How can you help me?
I can help you save lots of money with just a little bit of effort on your part. First part you can do is verify your W-4 with your employer. Make sure that your exemptions that you're claiming on your payroll stub is what you want. Last year, for example, I had a client who owed a whole bunch of money. We come to find out his employer's withholding at married and 9 dependents.
Wow.
This is a single gentleman.
Oh, man.
Single. So
right.
we changed his withholding to single and 1.
Because that 9 turned into a 1 or a 1 turned into a 9 or something.
Exactly.
Jeez.
So we changed him to single and 0, turned it in. 6 months later, the employer still has not made those changes. So you have to stay on top of that to make sure there's no surprises from a simple change on your W-2.
Right, okay, no surprises, okay.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Second tip has to do with those of you who are in the stock market. You have some stock this year, which I have many clients that sold and made a fortune. You bought Ford Motor Credit at $2 a share and you sold it at $15 a share.
Nice.
Great capital gains. Well, we don't want to pay tax on that. I'm sure some of you, if not all of you, have some losers in your portfolio. You bought Bank of America when it was $30 a share, and now it's somewhere around $5 a share. Let's figure out how many shares we need to sell to offset the gain from Ford Motor Credit that you made a killer on.
Wow, nice, and you'll help with that.
I can help with that.
Amazing, thank you.
Tip number 2. Tip number 3, charitable contributions.
Okay.
Since you're on the Laverne online website,
All right.
most of you are probably affiliated with some type of sports. Little League, basketball, something to that extent. Many of you coaches have volunteer expenses that you're not taking advantage of. If you buy a mitt or a bucket of balls or cones or whatever, those are all deductible expenses.
Wow, they can really add up.
For volunteers. There's a few restrictions on that, but for the most part, most of that is deductible. Charitable contributions for church, Boy Scouts, where you give money, you have to have 2 proofs, 2 evidence to show that you get to claim that deduction.
Okay.
First is you have to have a check or money order made out to that organization. And the second form of proof is the receipt from the organization showing how much you gave and the date.
All right. 2
very important pieces. Third piece of information for contributions has to do with non-cash contributions. Those are your clothing, cars, and household items.
Okay.
Household items are a big ticket if you document it. A simple 40-gallon trash bag will hold approximately 20 pairs of jeans.
Wow, okay.
If you don't document it, the IRS will think you gave a little Vons bag that holds 1 pair of jeans.
One big stuffed animal.
Exactly. So, by documenting a simple sheet of paper that shows what you gave, 20 pair of jeans, 14 polo shirts, 18 pair of socks, and so forth, we have little manuals that we can go to and tell you that, hey, a pair of jeans, thrift shop value is $8.
Wow, that's amazing.
$8 times 20 pair of jeans is $160.
Nice.
IRS does not question that type of evidence. And if you have children, those deductions will add up very, very quick. It's just amazing how fast your children will grow out of clothes. You build up 100 pieces of clothing, no problem.
Yeah, I've got 3 kids who have all moved out, and their closets are still full with lots of jeans. I dumped off a bunch at the Goodwill the other day, and I walked out without a receipt or anything. I just left the bags in the door, and now I'm left holding the bag here.
And you're left without a deduction.
Wow.
No deduction whatsoever unless you have proof of what you gave. The final thing for non-cash is it has to be in good working order. So a simple picture of a stack of clothing is all the evidence that you need. And we all have digital phones, our cell phones have cameras, very easy to document nowadays. Not like in the old days, we had to take a roll of film, take it to Kodak to get it developed, and just a pain.
Right.
Now it's very easy.
So you got one final tip for me before I start putting these into practice?
One final tip has to do with, if you refinanced your home last year, there are all kinds of little items on that final closing statement that we can write off on your taxes. Very important, that closing escrow statement must say final, so be on the lookout for it and throw it in your 2011 tax folder and bring it with you to see me. Final tip for the year is call me during the year. Call up and say, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. What can I do to, how can I change it to write it off? Sometimes I can't give you any good advice. Other times I'll get so excited that I'll tell you in 30 seconds how to write off a $5,000 expense.
Fantastic. So, okay, people, start calling Andy. Just don't call him on New Year's Eve because it's probably too late and you'll be too intoxicated to make sense of it anyway. So
exactly.
There you go. We've got the phone number here for you. So again, let Andy handle all your tax needs, and I think you'll be really satisfied. Thanks a lot, and we'll get together again soon.
Thank you very much.